How's it, folks? Dragons Dogma 2 just released an update as of this morning, and it has a couple of decent fixes and changes to it that I'll run through patch notes first and then highlight some of the specific changes. I've also found all of the 3 new items they have listed available, and I'll show you those locations in the video. Starting off with adjustments and additions to the storage, adding function to sell items from the storage menu, adding function to equip armor from the storage menu, and adding function to equip armor from the storage when changing vocation in a vocation guild. Increasing the maximum number of items of one kind that can be put in storage from 99 to 999. Adjusting so that when an item is put in the storage beyond the maximum limit, the maximum number of items are automatically put in storage. Adding the option to turn the Arisen's visibility on or off in photo mode. Adjusting so that it's easier to find ox carts in the field. Fixing issue where Venator's leggings, ring of predominance, and comforting neck wrap were unobtainable, basically suggesting that it was a bug that we couldn't find these items in the first place. Fixing issues that cause players to be able to enter areas they should not be able to. Fixing issue with purchase pricing for precious stones in Vermont being incorrect at some shops. Fixing issue where the Oracle's guidance would not account for a necessary character being dead. Fixing issue where some gathering points will not regenerate until the next playthrough. Fixing issue where incorrect NPC portraits were displayed. Fixing issues around opening the door in the ancestral chamber. So hopefully those undead will actually be able to attack the door and destroy that wooden block. Fixing issue with head display on characters of maximum height. Fixing issues around CPU overload in certain situations, and miscellaneous bug fixes. And then they go on into a little more detail that saying the frame rate in areas with a lot of NPCs, such as town centers, should be improved. And then for PlayStation 5 and Xbox X and S, they've added the option to change graphic settings between high and low, and added option to turn 120Hz output on or off. And also, further frame rate improvements are planned for future updates as well, so they are going to continue working and updating the game and keep increasing the performance, which is good to hear from. So let's start off with the actual performance increases, because that's probably what most of you are here about. I did notice some significant performance increase in the denser areas like the cities, where there's significantly less stutter and jittering going on. There was still quite heavy amount of pop-in with the different NPC characters and ox carts and whatnot while running around the city, but it did not have an obvious effect on the frame rate. However, there still is quite major stutter and lag when you try and talk to NPCs, whether you want to buy something or just interact with them for whatever reason. So just keep in mind, the performance has gotten better when you're actually just running around and in normal gameplay scenarios, but interacting with people still causes quite serious stuttering. And then going on to the 3 items that happen to have been missing for a bit, starting off with the Venator's leggings. This you can find at the blacksmith shop at the volcanic base camp, near where you can do the hot springs. Just go speak to that blacksmith and go to the leggings section, and it should be available for you there now. And then the comforting neck wrap, that you can get from the general goods shop at Har Village, although you may need to have started on the quest line to renovate and secure the village so that the building stock can bolt back up and the people start returning, because I don't think that shopkeeper is there until you've got started on restoring that village. And then the Ring of Predominance, which increases strength when you're at max health. That you can find at the central pulley system, basically where that traversal system where you use those pulleys on those platforms getting pulled around on those little rope things, where they all meet up in the central location. You go to that traveling merchant at the top of that little hill mountain thingamabobby, and she should be selling the ring. Just be careful around that area, because it's a common spawn site for bandits, and if you lead the bandits too close to the merchant, you may end up killing the merchant, so just be aware of that. And I think the turning the Arisen visibility on or off in photo mode, that could just be a hotfix solution, as quite a lot of people have been asking for a free cam option to use in photo mode, but maybe this is an alternative. Other than that, I hope you guys all have a fantastic time. Take care and cheers for now.